Accommodations for multilingual language learners. Multilingual language learners who do not need modifications will often still benefit from intentional accommodations until they have completed step 4. Accommodations are teaching strategies used with select students to help them learn without changing the grade level curriculum expectations. Students do not require an EPP to receive accommodations, and students do not need to be brought to ISST in order to have accommodations put into place. The ESL/ELD box will not need to be checked on the report card for students who only have accommodations in place. For students who are only receiving accommodations, these accommodations are recorded in S4S in the student profile. Teachers can use the same accommodations for MLLs during instruction as they use for assessment. For EQAO, please follow the guidelines for accommodations specific to EQAO on their website. Accommodations allow MLLs to better understand the content and skills being taught, resulting in greater academic success. Accommodations allow students to improve their use of time, resulting in a more efficient learning experience and a positive attitude towards learning. Accommodations can help students to demonstrate knowledge and skills that would otherwise not be demonstrated due to linguistic or cultural barriers. Finally, accommodations allow multilingual learners to increase their level of academic performance. At the start of the school year, in collaboration with the MLL teacher, the classroom teacher can select suitable accommodations for their MLL students using the MLL accommodations checklist as a guide. Older students can be involved in selecting the accommodations that work best for them. It is more valuable to choose a few effective accommodations to put into place rather than many accommodations. Be selective and experiment with just a few intentional accommodations to start. Only record the accommodations that you actually plan to use on a regular basis with your student. At the completion of each term, evaluate the effectiveness of the selected accommodations. If the student is benefiting, then continue. If not, then experiment with a few new accommodations for the next term. If the student is unable to produce a level 1, which is a D, even with extensive accommodations in place, then other supports, including the possibility of a modified program, may need to be considered. Remember that accommodations are temporary and should be removed as soon as the student is capable of doing grade level work without them. Connect with your school's MLL contact if you have any questions about programming for multilingual language learners.